Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Jeff again, and I decided that after spending some time on the morgue and the organization and things like that, I really need to get that beacon worked on, and to do so, I wanted to go tie up some loose ends and go take care of this little problem that I had over here with my new area for mining that looked like it'd be so good and got me in so much trouble. I thought there was a fortress here. What is going on? Did I walk the wrong direction? And what are those lava pool lighting issues that are going on? I don't quite understand this. Did I just walk too far? Maybe it was this way another couple steps. Yeah, you know what? I think it was right up here above the corner. I gotta watch my health. Now, I made the genius move of ensuring that I got my super bow with me this time. Yeah, check that out. Shears. No, I mean power 4 on breaking 3. But I looked everywhere and could not for the life of me find my arrows. I found 2 arrows. So I'm coming out here with a bow. There we go. This is where I need to be. There's that fortress. I still want to get to that fortress. You know, a fortress raid would be kind of exciting. Do you think I can get through to this fortress? And what is the best way to do that? Could I just bridge right on over to that? Would that get me there? Let me take a look here. It's a big fortress that goes a decent amount of ways. I think that'll get... Whoa. That'll get me most of the way there. It'll get me most of the way there, but not all the way. And those ghasts make it a little scary. I want to get actually over to that side. Maybe if I just dig straight through this wall, I will... Let's do it right behind my portal. Wow. That wall kind of scared me. I forgot that this pick is like super pick in the nether. I got to watch out because below me might be a lot of holes and such, so gotta try to mine as much as I can from a distance and get through here. It shouldn't be that far to go through, and I think it'll lead me out to some type of ledge. No matter what, I will get myself some nether brick to be able to build over there with, because I didn't bring many tools, because this was not really what I planned on doing. But the fortress looks too enticing, and I don't think it's been touched yet. I could be wrong. We will find out shortly after when I get in there. I do have an interesting story about what happened in the cafeteria. Ooh. So do these not connect then at all? Quartz! Quartz! An interesting story about the cafeteria today at work. And I used to be in the food service industry. I understand how the food service industry works. I understand everything isn't always perfect in there, but I went up to our breakfast area. They always have these breakfast sandwiches that you can purchase, and they're like $3.19 or something like that. They're a little pricey for what they are, but they're pretty good. So if I'm hungry in the morning, I'll go grab me a little breakfast sandwich from the cafeteria. You don't have to wait in line at the grill or anything for them. That they make them, put them up under the hot lamp. I know it sounds delicious, right? Put them under the hot lamp, and you go grab them and go up and pay for them at the front. So I looked today. They had a different kind. They usually have these like flatbreads basically, and they're wrapped up. And you can, you read on the front the label, it says what it is, and you take it. And they do make them right there. They just wrap them up in like this brown paper type stuff. Does this not connect through to this part of it? It probably does. Let me just make a little stairwell. Well, I don't really even need to make a stairwell. Okay, I don't like it being nether. So there's definitely withers and such in here. Like, it is not a safe area. There is no question about that. So this will be kind of fun. There's a normal skeleton. Damn it. And I don't have my arrows. I should get arrows before I do stupid stuff like this. Look at all those withers too. These withers are going to hurt me. They're going to hurt me a lot. Like, I don't even have good armor on. Like, what am I doing? This is the dumbest thing I ever could possibly do. Can I even get into this in a safe way without this skeleton knocking me off to nowhere land? Oh, crap. He sees me. Don't shoot me. Ah. See, there's multiple skeletons that way. I actually kind of want to... He can't get up to me. What if... What's down here? Nothing. Okay, wait. There's more... Oh, no, that's just another one of the pillars. This is not a good pillar to start on to traverse this fortress. I need to get over to that side of this fortress. Well, either way, I was... They had different kind of sandwiches. They had these croissant sandwiches that were in just open face, like, bowls. And I was like, okay, like, it looks pretty good. Let me check this thing out. Then they had a little different setup today. Instead of just having them there, all the wrapped up ones with the label on them, which also had the price based on what it was, they had all these 3 different types of sandwiches and a sign in front of them that said what they were and what they cost. And I look and I see this, you know, a sign for like a croissant with, you know, egg and cheese or whatever was on it for, you know, $3 and something or other. And then, you know, a sign for something else. And there was a sign for the first one was for like, you know, on an English muffin. The next one was for like the croissant, which is the one I wanted. And it said sausage and cheese croissant, or it said egg and cheese croissant sandwich for $3.44. And I was like, okay, it looks pretty good. I'll try it out. I'll see how this thing is. So I grab it and I walk up to the counter and wasn't really paying attention when I paid for it because I didn't pay for it with cash. I paid for it with my little card that I load up money on that's good in the cafeteria. You just slap it against their little scanner thing and it goes. But on the way out, I'm realizing to myself, I'm like, you know, she charged me like $4.44 for this thing. Like, that's not right. What is going on here? So I went up and I went back and I was like, excuse me, you know, I'm just trying to confirm the price of this. And she types it in. And she's like, yeah, it's, you know, $4.44 or whatnot. And I was like, but there's a sign right up there that says that these sandwiches are $3.49. And she goes, well, yeah, but this is the one that has sausage on it. I said, it's the only one that they have up there. Like, they have 3 signs and a bunch of, whoa. So they have 3 signs and they have a whole bunch of these things behind the sign, and there's only 3 different types of sandwiches, and this is the only croissant one up there. And she's like, well, I'd have to see the sign to know what you're talking about. So I walked up to the thing, and it's not a big sign, it's just a sign set that the sandwiches are set in front of. Like, it's 2 inches tall, maybe 3 inches wide. So I walked up to it and I grabbed it. I walked it up to her and she says, yeah, see, it says croissant with egg and cheese. That one has sausage. I said, but these are the only ones they have up there, and they're behind that sign. I said, they don't have any that don't have sausage. And she's like, well, I don't know, you know, I just do the prices. And she does. She only does the cash register. She doesn't do the rest of it. So, ooh. So she was like, you'd have to take it up with, like, you know, the guys who put them out there and why they're putting them out there like that. So I went up, and the cook, and, ooh, oh, my God, 3 saddles? Hells yeah. So the guy walked up there, and I was like, and he saw me take the sign, and he kind of looked at me, and he was like, oh, what are you doing with the sign? And I was like, well, no, the price on this is confusing. Oh, my God, look at these saddles. Look at this armor. And he's like, well, yeah, that's the one with sausage. I said, show me where one without sausage is. And he, like, looked around, and he's like, well, yeah, we don't have any out there. I said, you don't have a sign for the ones with sausage, but you have a sign for the ones without sausage that you're putting these behind. I said, you're really confusing people when they're going up to pay. And he's like looking at me like I'm crazy, like what's the big deal? And it wasn't a big deal for me. And I even told her, the lady at the register, she brought me back, and she had her manager there actually, and she was like, I'm going to see, you know, if she can get this taken care of for you. And I was like, no. I said, don't worry about it. I said, it's not from the perspective. I hear the blazes. Where are they? They're above me. I was like, it's not from the perspective that I need my money back, you know, personally for myself. Like, whatever, it's a mistake. The sign was up there. Maybe they put the wrong sign out or whatever. I said, but, you know, you got to remember, this is a hospital. There's all these people. Granted, there's a lot of employees in the morning coming to get breakfast. I was like, but you got a lot of families and stuff in here. Has somebody been in here? And they blocked this off? Or is that natural generation, the way this is blocked off? That's really weird. I was like, but you got a lot of, families in here that are already having a tough time. Look at that blaze. That are already having a tough... This is the strangest cutout ever. Somebody has to have been here, right? They're already having a tough time, and the last thing you want them to do is realize that they don't understand that they don't have enough money for the food that they were purchasing because the signage is wrong. And I was very baffled by the cook's nonchalance, or the guy who, put the stuff out there, his nonchalance to thinking that there was anything wrong with it. And it's like, you know what? I worked in the food service industry for a while. Luckily, it was not in a hospital where I'm also dealing with people who, in general, are going to be not in a hospital for a good reason. Unless you work there, I don't know how many... Jesus. Oh, God. All these blazes. I'm spawning blazes like a crazy man. Hopefully they stay there because I want to go back this way. It's just one of those things, like, you're not in a hospital for a good reason 90% of the time. Unless you work there, you are there because somebody, most likely either yourself or somebody that you know is sick or injured or whatnot. And you don't want it to be a bad experience, even when it comes to food. That's going to be like the one thing that they can, like... Okay, I can go home, or I can go to the cafeteria for a while and relax. It's been a rough day. It's been a rough time visiting family, or, people are dying. I just need to go sit, eat. The last thing you want to do is, oh my God, is deal with somebody who's, having wrong prices on food. I've said this before. Some of the worst arguments I've ever been in, with patients, are related to food. Everything revolves around food. I mean, it all comes down to Maslow's hierarchy. Food is one of the most important building blocks of Maslow's hierarchy. Granted, it's not that because you pay an extra $1 that you're... Yeah, somebody has been here, because look, there's glowstone in here. So somebody has kind of rated this, but must not have rated much, because I got the 2 chests full of awesomeness so far. But yeah, I mean, it's not about that. The fact that they're paying an extra $1, makes Maslow's hierarchy, different. But it's just the concept of food. And then that comes down to the other building block of it is just, whoa, comfort. This is where I started, isn't it? This is where I started. So if I can build this thing out, I got to watch out for this blade. No. I can't afford this. There's no water in the nether. I'm going to breathe like I'm him. He's in pain. It hurts. So it's just one of those things. It's like, I'm not arguing with you because I'm really that hard up for $1. But some people... Whoa, shit. I didn't get a bar or a block on my bar in time. Holy crap. Some people might have that problem, especially, people who are there. Some people, it's just going to come down to, sure, they have the money, but they're already, like, upset and, and angry, and their family or friend or whatever could be in some serious problem. You just don't want to mess with people's day like that. And it's, I mean, I'm very grateful for the lady at the register. She was more than willing. Like, she's like, I need to see it, and we have a cafeteria. It's not like it's a McDonald's type of deal. There's lots of different food you can go grab, and then you go up to the cafeteria and they have to key it in, and they know how much it costs. And we don't have a small cafeteria. It's a lot of food. Get away from there. I want the quartz. I didn't do it. Okay. Yeah. And so they're pretty good, and she was more than willing. Like, she had her manager there and everything, trying to, make it right for me. So I'm very grateful for people like her in that position, because that's great. But you just gotta make sure. And if you make a mistake, that's fine. That cook could have been like, oh, whoops, like, that's the wrong sign, or I didn't even think about that. But no, he was more like, well, yeah, that's the sign that it's by. I mean, but sorry, that one has sausage on it. But it's like, yeah, did you make any without sausage? If you didn't make any without sausage, don't put the ones with sausage behind that sign and charge more for them. Like, people don't get that. That's a little bit confusing. And he just didn't seem to grasp that concept. It was very strange. But anyways, that's food service industry. I've had my bad. It's not that he was being a jerk about it either. He was being respectful about it, just with a non-understanding really of why it was an issue. kind of like a, well, screwed up, whatever. No big deal. Like, doesn't see where it could cause more major problems. And you know, yes, I've been in the food service industry. It doesn't mean that I've never had my bad day in the food service industry. It doesn't mean I've never messed up on accident, which that happens all the time. People screw up lots of things. I've screwed up lots of things many a times myself. I can't say many of times. I don't want to make it sound like I just constantly screw things up. But, you know, everybody screws up. I get that. Hi, Blaze. I don't like you looking at me. I don't remember where I came in from. That's kind of why I'm doing this. I built my way... Oh, I came in from this wall right here. I should mark this. Here it is. Here it is. Look at that. All back. I want to do more raiding of that chest, but look at this. 2 diamonds, 1 iron horse armor, and 4 more saddles from 2 chests that were around the wall from each other. That's pretty cool. Kind of happy with that. I think I'm going to take this load, take it back home. No sense in staying out here where I might easily lose all this stuff again. I will probably be coming back out this direction because I do want to clear out that ravine and make that a place to mine, get some more iron, things like that. I mean, I really feel like I've cleaned out all the ores from around my base. Obviously, I have not cleaned out all the ores from around my base, but I've done so much branch mining in there that it's just getting pretty ridiculous when I'm branch mining in a whole different area, or what I feel is a whole different area, and then I'm running into my old mine. I could go up and down like multiple more layers. I've got a couple layers worth, and I didn't take it to its full extent, so there's definitely more I could do. But part of it was for just a change of scenery, which would be great, except for I died, and I don't... Okay, is this Zisto's thing that's really blown up? Oh, no, it just wasn't rendering. This part wasn't rendering. That ghast is going to make his way, and yes, this is my minecart. I put it in there when I got here. That ghast is going to make his way into here and just start shooting down this tunnel, and it's going to be really annoying. If he got straight on, oh, that was scary. If he got straight on with me and just shot a fireball, I mean, it'd be cool to, like, ride a minecart and have it just stay right behind me the entire time. I wouldn't know what to do. What would you do if they had that perfect trajectory shot that went straight on down this thing and just followed you the whole time? I don't know how fast they travel, but I would assume it's about this speed. Like, that would be interesting. You couldn't jump off, because if you jumped off, you'd get hit by it. You just take it all the way to the end. Would it actually follow you chunk by chunk, because it would theoretically be in a loaded chunk? I don't know. Random hypothetical situation that I'm going to bring up just to end this episode. Maybe somebody can test it and show me a video response. That would be kind of cool. I would not mind seeing that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to call this episode right here. I've got some things done. Checked out a fortress, got some supplies. Everybody, have a good weekend. Better than my minecart's about to, since it's going to run into Pigman. Why are you on track? Get off. Oh, fine. Be that way. I can't, I'm going to do this and jump out of this thing. Oh, come on. What a jerk. That guy is such a jerk. I hate him. Yeah, you heard me, fellas. You heard me. Oh, now you're off the track. Yeah, look at me, look at me. I didn't do anything wrong, I swear. I was standing here the whole time. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, anyways, guys, I will talk to you later. See you next time.